Welcome back to Financial Independence 101. This is Mike. Today I'm going to talk to you about the very terrible response, or lack thereof, from our government when it comes to survivors of the hurricane Helene. And I've seen pretty much everybody that talks about this says they're disgusted with the lack of support from the government during a time of crisis. That really the only thing that's saving lives is private individuals, private business. It's pretty much, this is proof you're on your own. If anything goes south whatsoever on a national scale, you're on your own. Well, you're on your own if you have Democrats in charge, globalist, anti-American policy passing Democrats in charge. This is proof. This is evidence right here. And I'm kind of tired of hearing everybody that's disgusted with the situation say, "Oh, I don't want to get political." When are you going to get political? Well, I'll ask that question a few times in here. This is the time to get political. If you believe all this bullcrap rhetoric on your news, but you see in front of you that there's nobody in the government that's going to be helping them. FEMA is unfunded. FEMA doesn't have the money. And then these people out here that have nothing, they've lost everything. They're out on the street. They're barely able to get by day to day, and they're going to get $750 from the government. That's all the support they're going to get, and screw you. If you want to know what a government agenda is, you follow the money. All right? This is a finance channel. We follow the money. So far this year, the United States has given, what is that, $24 billion to Ukraine? That's 9 zeros, son. 11 billion to Israel, 1.9 billion to Ethiopia, then 1.6 to Jordan, 1.4 to Egypt, 1.1 to Afghanistan, Somalia, Yemen, Congo. Oh wait, very bottom, 750, courtesy of FEMA per person. And you know, even illegal immigrants, they're getting the 9,000 per illegal immigrant. I actually think I can predict the exact day that money starts getting cut off. November 6th. They don't need illegal immigrants after the election, I'm sure. But this shows their agenda. The agenda is they want to send money and support other countries. Actually, it's not in support of other countries. You see, they're supporting the annihilation of Ukraine. It's getting destroyed. They're sending money over there getting destroyed. It's all of this has to do with them making their own money. They're making money themselves with their investments into the U.S. military industrial complex as they perpetuate war after war after war. And see, if you also look at the money, they're trying to start World War III. So if Democrats stay in charge in 2025, you can expect World War III, which will be a nuclear war. I've seen so many people point out that $2.4 billion aid package going to Ukraine, but they can't send real aid to people that are affected by this hurricane. It's unbelievable. I mean, we've seen responses in the past far exceed what's going on right now for any kind of natural disaster in the U.S. This is America Last policy by Democrats. I'm not surprised at all because it's what they do all the time. They do not care about American citizens. American citizens don't even show up on the Democrat agenda. Now they say all kinds of stuff. They say things like, "Oh, we side with the unions so that these people that make $100,000 can make $177,000 because we feel for them." But screw you if you're making minimum wage working in a fast food job anywhere other than California, and you make maybe $26,000 a year. Well, you're going to be paying more for every good and service. That's fine. See, it's every word that comes out of their mouth, even when they're trying to lie and sound good, still, I cringe. I'm like, this is a cringy thing that's going on, but hey, you know, whatever. If I can't wake people up to get rid of these Democrats, I don't know who can. Let's talk about Donald Trump real quick. I didn't vote for him in the beginning. I actually thought when he first started running, and we're talking early when he first started running, I thought it was a joke. And he didn't get elected in the primaries in his first attempt. A lot of people thought it was a joke. But, he's had his 4 years. It was 4 years with no new wars. No wars. He's actually stopped countless wars from beginning. And yes, he has, it's like sandpaper, the way he did it. It wasn't smooth. It was like sand, but he did it. And if he's in office, he will work to stop wars, not perpetuate them, and definitely not elevate to World War III that Democrats want. But what happens during any sort of natural disaster under Trump? Boots on the ground, he goes there and he makes sure the resources are going there. Now, yeah, I hate excess spending, but I understand saving lives. There's a fine line there. Well, not really. Actually, it's not a fine line. It's a very sharp line. Hey, we're going to save lives no matter what. But Trump would have done so much more for this had he been in charge and had resources and had anything to say or do about it, other than the fact that he wants to bring attention to the situation. And he's villainized. He's villainized for all these made-up charges and all the fake charges against him. And all that aside, if you are blinded by all the lies from the Democrats and just Russian collusion, they came out and said it was a made-up fraudulent lie. You've heard it 67 million times. But Russian collusion was a lie. That's only one of hundreds, if not thousands of lies made up about this man. And they're continually trying to perpetuate lies about this man. Why? Because he will not start World War III, which is the very top of the Democrats' agenda. He is what's standing between America having peace and World War III. Seriously. If you really want to keep America out of World War III, that's really our only hope right now. I want to talk about the far left wing of the Democrat Party, which is the media. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this at all. The media is 100% biased against American citizens now because Democrats themselves do not put American citizens at all on their radar as a priority. And since the Democrats are controlled by the globalists, and so the same people control our media, all this stuff gets covered up, or they're trying to make it look different than it is. Ukraine funding not connected. I know Ukraine funding's not connected to this, but it's just proof that where is the priority for the Democrat Party? It's funding Ukraine and this war that's going on that should be ended, not perpetuated. And we're about on the October 7th, 1 year of what's going on with Israel. Don't spend that $750 all in one spot, though. Then, of course, the Biden-Harris administration took more than $1 billion tax dollars that had been allocated to FEMA for disaster relief and used it to house illegal aliens. Now they've abandoned American hurricane victims in North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, and Tennessee. Jim Jordan tweeted this out, but it's true. I mean, it's true, and more evidence that Biden-Harris administration, i.e. the puppets, they're really nothing more than puppets on strings. They're just doing their job. They're reading the speeches, the teleprompter, all the stuff that's written for them to say. These aren't really truly their own words. If you hear anything Harris says, it has been coached to her 20, 30 times. She's forced it to memory, and I don't care that she worked at McDonald's. I don't. The fact that right now we've seen 130% inflation, that's not helping us. It seems like the minute this started surfacing as an issue, you had all kinds of internet outlets. Twitter is out there fact-checking for everyone. Federal disaster assistance for Helene victims exceeds $750. Immediate payment covers essential needs, and there's more to come. So really? Is this really true? Is this really true? What's going to happen is, of course, more money is going to be spent on this, and there's eventually going to be more assistance. Once more people die, that's terrible. It's terrible to speak about it in this way, to understand this is what's going on in our country, but you can help. I mean, you really can help with donating to private organizations that are going to do the work. mean, the government's not going to take care of them, but people are going to take care of people. That's the way it is. So I'm going to have linked down below 2 organizations that you can help donate to if you're interested. I'm not affiliated with them at all, and I'm just passing information along from other people, so I don't know anything about these organizations, but I do understand that they're doing some good work. But anyhow, this is just terrible, this response, this lack of concern about American citizens, but I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised at all. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like, subscribe. Financial Independence out.